YouTuber Marsau Scott is suspended after claiming that Melody Shari has never been held accountable. Melody Shari received a visit from Marsau Scott at the LAMH reunion. Melody Shari, who stars in Love and Marriage, Huntsville, gets along poorly with her co-stars. She has reached a point where she no longer even wants to be friendly with them. Given that Marsau Scott and Morris Scott acknowledged to hanging out with Martel Holt and his former mistress Ariane Curry last season, this certainly isn't all that surprising. Marsau was meant to be Melody's friend at the time, but Melody has said that he helped Martel deceive by buying Ariane flowers and gifts. Marsau and Letitia Scott, however, think Melody has treated them considerably worse. They haven't been able to move past Melody making cheating accusations about Marsau, even though Martel was the first one to make the claim. On the upcoming episode and part 2 of the reunion, Carlos King will address Melody's feelings towards the rest of the comeback group. Things get started after Destiny Payton's Ma Donnie reopening event drama is mentioned. "Let me ask you this, Melody," Carlos says. "Do you envisage a future where you can move forward with everyone based on the incident and tonight?" Melody responds, "Never, never, nope. We're attempting to work in an environment where people aren't willing to be honest, where people aren't prepared to be held accountable and accept responsibility," she adds. "Have you ever been held accountable for anything, Melody?" Marsau asks. Melody says, "He's entitled to his own opinion. He doesn't even know me like that, but it's cool." Marsau continues, "You can't find anything that she's ever taken responsibility for. That is something I will stand by. I'm willing to bet $1,000 in a bucket of that she can't. In fact, I doubt anyone on this platform will be able to figure it out." With receipts, a YouTuber was able to shut down Marsau Scott. Brown Skin Girl, a blogger, accepted Marsau's challenge. And she did, in fact, bring receipts of Melody taking accountability on many occasions. On at least 3 occasions, she apologized to Letitia for their fallout and accepted responsibility. Melody previously told Letitia, "For me, I'll say that I apologize to you for things I've said that have been painful to you. Cause at the end of the day, I don't want to bring another woman pain or hurt, so I do apologize." Melody even apologized to Letitia during a previous reunion. "I hate to see us at this stage too, like I wanted to weep before we took the break because I'm like this was a lot," she remarked. "So I understand her feelings, and I'm sorry you do, too. Because, as you mentioned, we were close friends who spent a lot of time together. So I apologize for my involvement in the friendship not continuing as it should because, at the end of the day, I can be honest and admit I've said some things too that were painful," she concluded. "And I apologize since it was never my goal for us to be in this location." Letitia responded, "Thank you, Mel, for apologizing. I received that." Brown Skin Girl then had a message for Marsau at this point of the video. "Did you forget that, Marsau? You were sitting right there. But you know what? I need you to stop with this facade because you know exactly who it is that doesn't take ownership or accountability for their actions. Yeah, you know ... your wife. And I'll further prove that because you said it on multiple occasions." Marsau Scott admitted to Letitia Scott that she had never taken responsibility in previous incidents. Melody attempted to make up with Letitia in a previous scene, but Letitia refused to listen to what Melody was saying. She even called Melody's story BS. She later told Marsau about the situation, and he warned Letitia that she isn't taking ownership of her involvement in it. "In what scenario would you ever respond positively when someone says I think that's BS?" Marsau asked Letitia. "What you're saying is that I want to go past the bickering, but you're initiating it." Letitia didn't believe she was wrong at the time, but Marsau refused to back down, saying, "This right now. You're still not taking responsibility for it. You made the remark." Marsau and Letitia discussed attending a game night thrown by Martel and Melody in a previous episode. Letitia refused to go, but Marsau did it because he thought it would help them all rebuild their friendships. In reaction to Letitia's refusal to accompany him, Marsau stated, "I see somebody trying. I don't see you trying as much as I assume. You see who's attempting." Letitia answered, "I've tried 3 times already." Marsau was vehemently opposed, and Marsau exclaimed, "Oh my God. Do you accept responsibility for anything?" Brown, the blogger Skin therefore Marsau, you need to turn to the person on the couch next to you and ask her when she has ever been held accountable for her acts. The girl responded, and her mother's activities on the subject.